She carried out the hoax because she had been, quote, ostracized by her coworkers and hoped that their shared experience in response to an active shooter would allow them to trauma bond, the complaint said. If I get them in a closet locked with me, terrified for 5 minutes, I know they'll like me. To be fair, this is one step better than holding somebody at gunpoint to be your friend, but it's only one step away from that. Why build bonds with one person at a time when you can bond with the entire place at once? So that's what this federal employee was thinking when they caused a shooter hoax at a New Jersey base to bond with coworkers. The scare about a supposed shooting that prompted a lockdown at New Jersey's largest military base was a hoax caused by a civilian employee who wanted to trauma bond with her colleagues, according to federal prosecutors. Okay, now, civilian employee, right? Some people, when they become civilian employees, they just do it because they need a job. Some people, they get a little too, they want to get too close to the action here. This is wanting to get a little too close. Yeah, honestly, sometimes I just want to feel close to people too. I totally get it, Mr. Man. I totally get it. And thank you for being here. Thank you for chiming in. We appreciate your presence. Because you're close with us here, okay? Because you've made a decision in your life, Mr. Man. You've made a decision not to report a false shooting to try to bond with others. Now, some of us think so many steps ahead that we go all the way back around, and we've made a mistake that would maybe end up pushing people away. But let's see how this pans out. Actually, the thing I wanted to say about, people that want to get too close to the action, think of like a John Wayne Gacy, right? A man who loved hanging out with the police. Just keep your eye on people who want to get a little too close and make decisions like this. Malika Brittingham, a civilian who works for the Naval Air Warfare Center and was assigned to Joint Base mcguire-dix-lakehurst, faces charges that she knowingly conveyed false information about an active shooter who didn't exist, according to a criminal complaint filed by federal prosecutors. Brittingham was taken into custody Tuesday afternoon, and a telephone number for her could not be located Wednesday. Could not be located. Oh, after she was taken into custody. I'm like, how do you not have a telephone number for a person who's a federal employee? It wasn't known Wednesday if she's retained an attorney. The lockdown order was issued shortly before 11 a.m. Tuesday at the sprawling base, which is among the nation's largest military installations. According to a criminal complaint, Brittingham allegedly texted someone around 10:15 a.m., writing that a shooter was on the base, that she had heard 5 or 6 shots, and that she was hiding in a closet with coworkers. Oh my God. It's not funny, like it's not funny, but like, dude, if you faked, you get all your coworkers in the closet, like, how is your thought, like, we're gonna bond? Like, we're gonna be in this closet. It's gonna be a few hours. I'm gonna decide when we leave. So once the vibes start, simmering down, I just say, oh, the shooter's gone. This is a foolproof plan. To be fair, this is one step better than holding somebody at gunpoint to be your friend, but it's only one step away from that. The person she texted then called the base's operations center and 911, relaying what Brittingham told her, the complaint stated. Now, that's too many friends. See, Brittingham had the right idea. She says 6 a party, 7's a crowd. That's too many friends once you do that. Jeshua, what's going on? Very, very glad to have you here. Yeah, Golden State Killer was a police officer. Yeah, so it's just like, sometimes people who want to get a little too close to the action, just keep your eye on them, right? All right, keep your, The person that texted called the base's operations center at 911, like we said, calling too many people to the party, and obviously that many people are not going to fit in a closet, so you're not really going to be able to bond the same way. 6 people in a closet works because everybody's close to each other, but not on top of each other. Any more than that, you're on top of each other, it doesn't work. That prompted the lockdown order, officials said, and the lockdown lasted about an hour before base officials determined there was no shooter. Now, it's a captive audience, Like, I don't know if Ms. Brittingham was working on her tight 5 here and just really needed an audience of randos to get a listen on it. This kind of senseless fear-mongering and disruption will not be tolerated in my state, the acting U.S. Attorney for New Jersey, Alina Habba, said on social media. After everything this country has gone through, especially in light of current events, I will be sure to bring down the hammer of the law for anyone found guilty of creating unnecessary panic and undermining public trust. According to prosecutors, Brittingham told investigators she carried out the hoax because she had been, quote, ostracized by her coworkers and hoped that their shared experience in response to an active shooter would allow them to trauma bond, the complaint said. Oh my God, that's not good. Do I feel bad for the person who did this? I I'm having a bit of a conundrum here. I sort of feel bad because who the hell does, like, how ostracized do you feel? But then at the same time, I mean, like, how far can these people be taking it that she's like, I'm completely ostracized? Like, what are they doing at work that you're like, you feel so ostracized, but you want to be friends with them so bad that you will do this shooter hoax thing? I don't, there's missing pieces for me. The U.S. Joint Base McGuire-Dix-Lakehurst, that's so many goddamn words and syllables, and it has dicks in it. That's crazy. That's crazy for a name. The U.S. Joint Base McGuire-Dix-Lakehurst spans 42,000 acres and combines Air Force, Army, and Navy functions with more than 42,000 service members, relatives, and civilian employees. Alice, she could have just grabbed a beer with them after work. Jeez, I know, like, that's why I'm like, I kind of, I feel bad for her almost in a way, because I'm like, you must just not know, like, you really don't know how to make friends, if that's what you're going for. Yeah, Joshua said, I'm confused why she thought this would result in positive bonding for her. Being in a room full of people who don't like me sounds like a nightmare. Exactly. That's why I'm like, how ostracized could these people make you feel if you were like, I just got to get them. If I get them in a closet locked with me, terrified for 5 minutes, I know they'll like me. Like, that's who finds out that also, like, that's where they shine. Like, that's the social environment that they thrive in. They're like, I'm not a good test taker. I don't do great on interviews, but if you get me locked in a closet with you for 5 minutes, you're going to end up loving me. That's where I do my best work. The incident unfolded as U.S. military leaders gathered at the Marine Corps base in Quantico, Virginia. Where Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth summoned them from around the world to declare an heir to woke culture in the armed forces, among the other. Yeah, blah, blah, blah. That's amazing, though, because, wait, that adds in a whole nother layer here, because she went, okay, the generals are gone. Everybody's out right now. The teacher's gone, right? None of that is happening right now. This is my opportunity. I'm not going to get in trouble. General Piss Pants isn't here to make me do push-ups or whatever. This is civilian, too. They were like, what is this, man? This is so goddamn confusing. Oh, I love this. Kermit says, I bonded with my fellow academic jocks over the order of who gets cannibalized while locked in the cooler truck transporting charity food. See, like, that's actually, like, that's, like, an amazing conversation to have. And I would, like, feel, wait, do people not understand that you can have conversations like that? And it's kind of like, not like, you can have so many conversations with people. How do you get to this point where you're like, I gotta do I'm going plan B. I'm doing shooter hoax. Like, I'm having so much trouble making friends. And not only am I not making friends, I'm feeling ostracized. So I'm going plan B, and I'm calling it a fake shooter. I'm doing it. I tried small talk. That's it. That's the step after. You do small talk, shooter hoax. So that's how you make friends, everybody.